Hello again and welcome to Change is Good. My name is Brian. Here we have another $500 box of half dollars. We'll be looking for silver, varieties, proofs, foreign coins, NIFCs, you name it. Let's do a live opening and see what we got on top. Here we go. Looks rather normal. All right, let's break into the rolls. We're on the third roll. We're on the board with an NIFC. This is a 2002 Denver, mintage of 2.5 million. In pretty good shape too. Let's keep going. We're on roll number 12 and we have a variety. Let's go to the scope. Here we have a 1974 Denver. The lettering up here in the words "In God" is unusually thick. Looks kind of puffy. You can see a split here on the left side of the 1 going downward at an angle. You can see a split here on the 9 on the outside, curl to the left, and here on the inside, curl as well. Over here in the words "We Trust," you can see extra thickness in all the letters. Little notches here at the bottom right of the T, the right serif of the T, the bottom of the R on both legs, the top of the U on both sides. You can see splitting here on the S all the way up and down, doubling here in the T, and a nice little notch here in the back of the 4. This is the FS-101 in the Cherry Picker's Guide, or DDO number 1 on Variety Vista. It's a great find. Let's get back to the hunt. We're on roll number 14. We got some silver. Let's see what we got here. Looks like a 40%er. Yep, a 67. Not the prettiest one, but I'll take it. Let's get to it and hope there's more. We're on roll number 22. We've got another one. Looks like a 40%er as well. Another 67. This one's a little prettier. All right, that's 2 silver so far. Let's keep going. We're on the same roll, and the coin at the end of the roll was a variety. Let's go to the scope. Here we have a 1971 Denver. Notice the font in the letter I. It's the older design from back in the 60s. This was last used in 1971. The newer design had serifs both at the bottom and the top of the letter. And the lettering here is also extra thick compared to usual. The date is a little bit thicker as well. Over here in the words "We Trust," there's extra thickness with splits here on the bottom of the R on both legs, the top of the U, extra thickness in the S and T at the end of Trust. The T in Liberty is also considerably wider than normal, with widened serifs on both sides. And over here, the E in Liberty has a little bitty split right here. This is DDO number 16 on Variety Vista. It's one of few varieties that have the older design of the I on it. That's how you tell the difference sometimes. Let's get back to the hunt. We're on roll number 27. We have another NIFC. This is a 2003 Denver, mintage of 2.5 million. That makes 2 NIFCs, 2 varieties, and 2 40% silver so far. Not bad. Let's keep going. We're on roll number 32. And I got something pretty cool to show you. Check out this 1973 Philadelphia. It has been struck through some string. At first, I wasn't sure if it was damaged or tooled, but looking under the scope and just doing some research, it's definitely a strike through. Coins like this typically sell for about $20 to $30 raw, so it's a good find. I'll show you under the scope to show what I'm talking about. Okay, the strike through actually starts right up here in the upper left of the G in this area right here. I'll tilt the coin and show you where the frayed string was at. It's right in there. You can even see every little strand. It goes through the G, around the O here, and takes a chunk of the O out, goes through the D and damages the inside of the D, and goes up through the neckline here, then does a loop down through the W and takes a chunk of the W out, then goes back up through the neckline and does another loop through here in the neck, back up through behind the ear. This is one of the coolest strike throughs I've ever found, probably the coolest. I'm happy. Let's get back to the hunt. We're on roll number 35 now. We have another NIFC. This is a 2015 Denver, mintage of 2.3 million. And it's in pretty good shape. Let's get back to it. We're on the next roll, roll number 36. And it's happened again. We struck silver. Going to be another 40%er. Another 67. Nice and shiny. Not in bad shape either. All right, let's get back to the box. We're on the same roll. We have a variety. Let's go to the scope. Here we have the reverse of 1972 Philadelphia. The lettering is extra thick. The bottom surface of the S's are rounded instead of being sharp. There's also a little bit of splitting in them as well. Go right down the center. As well on this side as well. The word United is extra thick also. Even though it's a little worn, there are little notches in the bottom right corners of the lettering going all the way across. If you're going to hear the word half, you also see little splits right here in the F on both bars. This is DDR number 1 on Variety Vista. Let's get back to the box. We're on roll number 38. We have another NIFC. This time it's a 2016 Denver, mintage of 2.1 million. And not in bad shape either. Let's keep going. We're on roll number 41. We have another NIFC. This one is a 2005 Philadelphia, mintage of 3.8 million. Little circulation wear on it, but that's okay. Let's keep going. We're on roll number 46. We have an NIFC. This one is 2002 Denver, mintage of 2.5 million. All right, let's keep going. We're on the same roll. We have a variety. Let's go to the scope. Here we have the reverse of a 1972 Philadelphia. The lettering here in the word states is extra thick. The bottom surface of the S's are rounded with splits in them right down the center. You can see this on the left a lot more clearly. Split right there. If you go over to the words of America, there are little notches in the bottom right corners of all the lettering. There's one right there on the F, one at the bottom of all the letters going all the way across, especially here on the E going all the way up. Here at the bottom of the R with a split right there on this leg of the R. This is DDR number 2 on Variety Vista. All right, 4 more rolls to go. Let's get after it. We're on roll number 47, and this box is good. I've got a great variety to show you. Let's go to the scope. Here we have a 1972 Philadelphia. The lettering up here in the words in God is extra thick. You can see defined splits right here in the G on all 3 serifs. The date is also extra wide. Over here in the words we trust, you can see extra thickness all over the place and really obvious notches. Look at the bottom of the T, the R on both legs, the top of the U, and you can even see a big notch right here in the right serif of the T. I'm going to tilt it just to show you the details in this coin. It's a good example. Look at the leg of the R on the right. This split goes all the way up. This is a great find, folks. This is also the most valuable DDO you can find on Clad Half Dollars. This is the FS-101 in the Cherry Picker's Guide. It doesn't get much better than this. Let's get back to the box. We're on the same roll. We have another variety. Let's go back to the scope. Here's 1971 Denver. You'll notice a little bit of extra thickness here in the words in God. Just a little bit. A little line right here on the left side of the eye right through here. If you go over to the word trust, there's a little bit of extra thickness here at the bottom of the R on both legs with some very faint splitting. You can see some faint splitting here at the top of the U. The T in Liberty up here is also a bit thicker than normal. And there are split serifs on both sides of the lettering, even though it's hard to see because of the damage here on this side. There's also a little split right here in the E in this area. This is DDO number 7 on Variety Vista. Let's get back to the box. Well, the last 4 rolls were a bust, but I'm not complaining. That was a great box. Let's do a recap. Folks, this is what coin roll hunting is all about. That was an epic box. In total, we had 16 finds, 3 1967 40% silvers, 6 NIFCs. We had 6 varieties, 1971D, DDO number 7, 1971D, DDO number 16, a 72P FS-101. That's a great find. 1972P, DDR number 1, 1972D, DDR number 2, and 1974D, FS-101. We also found a 1973 Philadelphia that was struck through string. That's an epic find. Even though we found some silver, my favorite finds of the box were this 1972P FS-101 and the strike through. Thank you all so much for watching. If you enjoyed this content, hit that thumbs up and subscribe. It costs you absolutely nothing, and it'll give me a reason to get up in the morning. If you have any questions or feedback, feel free to leave me a comment in the comment section below, and I'll get back with you as soon as I can. Thank you all again so much, and remember, every coin has a story, even those with no strings attached. Until next time.